Hello everyone, and welcome to this match with xtruffles, who I recently played a judgment match with. And yeah, this is nuts. There's Priest Watchtower, but there's no Traveling Fair. That's a little bit too bad. But obviously there's the goons, highways and bridges. I think the terminal space means, well, Diplomat's good. Diplomat's great. So we're gonna want to trash. We're gonna want to trash like crazy. Oh man, this is intense. So okay, we have to think about what summoning things would be good for. Summoning priests could activate your diplomats. Oh, acting troop can also be in actions when you need them. Oh man, this is nuts. So yeah, we're trying to get like a lot of highways, bridges. So priest trashing estates. Moneylender trashing coppers. What's more important? I mean, they're both terminal silvers for that purpose. And then the priest has some more fun stuff with. Yeah, I think it's going to be a priest lackeys open. Yeah. 5 would be amazing. Okay, good. No 5. Priest lackeys. And so we have some villagers. I think we're gonna want watchtowers. We're gonna want bridges. Bridges. Yeah, the plus buy is gonna be nice. We can pick up more lackeys. We can pick up more. The trashing of a moneylender would also be pretty sweet. Okay, so unless the lackey's bottom decks, I'm gonna draw everything. But a second priest, those two just synergize pretty well. Priest or bridge or diplomat. I'm gonna take a second priest. Okay, I have to use a villager. That's too bad. But I will, and that means I have copper. Okay, so I'll be able to summon first. Summon. What should I be summoning? I could also get on the highways, but summoning lackeys, classic. I could summon a bridge, or I could just buy a highway. Okay, second priest for my opponent. We're largely mirroring, and unfortunately I have to use the villager to get that trash down. So I would like plus buy in the shuffle. That's probably more important than highway. If I summon the bridge, I likely won't have the problem of having to use up my villagers. Okay, yeah, let's summon the bridge. Okay, my opponent does not have to use the villager, but we have otherwise identical starts, so that's slightly disadvantageous but relative to the start. But yeah, so at this point, moneylender is just not worth it. We're gonna want more diplomats and lackeys and bridges. Summoning the lackeys instead. Yeah, that's the other option I was considering. I just wanted that plus buy because now I can get summon highway, plus lackeys. Or I could continue summoning bridges. Well, either way, it's going to be a summon. Yeah, let's go ahead and summon the highway and get lackeys. Okay, now my opponent gets to summon the bridge. We're going to lackeys around the shuffle. Priest and estate. Priest. Yeah, so we've got bridge in there. So summoning highway seems... And we've got a lackeys down there too. I'm going to want more plus buy, which I think will be the goons first. Just because we're both relying on this lackeys diplomat draw. Yeah, so I didn't need to trash that copper for the purpose of the buy, but I want to trash. So that's the reason I used up that villager. I think my first player advantage is going to be pretty key here. Okay. Using up... Yeah, we're using these villagers. Priesting, copper, bridge. Okay, so... So I want to summon goons, lackeys. Acting troop is an option, but I don't really like it. I still have too many coppers. So what's that, a priest and a highway on top? Let's just take a lackeys. Okay, good. I didn't draw like any lackeys. Or didn't want to play them. Okay, next we need more. Yeah, so we got more buy with the goons. At some point I do want more. I do want actual village with diplomat or acting troop, but I think... we'll see. I feel a little bit ahead, especially after that turn for my opponent off of a shuffle, I think. Yeah, that's pretty unlucky. Summoning goons, though, is good. That's all I was doing, actually, so... Yeah, pretty soon we don't want to be playing these lackeys. We want to be another bridge reasonable. That was pretty fast. So what happens if I stopped here? If I priest the lackeys, bridge, I can summon more highways. Okay, so I would have 6, 7, everything costing 1 less. Summoning is getting expensive. I could just go highways, lackeys. So if I'm going to do that, maybe I do draw on. What else could I draw? Draw the other priest. That would be too bad. I could draw more lackeys. That would be also bad. I think I'm just going to stop here and summon the highway and just grab 2 more lackeys. Yeah, unfortunately, those lackeys are exactly what I want to be trashing, but the temporary village is nice. Yeah, so that's pretty good here. Yeah, I'm getting to the point where I could activate diplomats. And the highway isn't really helping me afford the summon, so that's tough. I'm getting a little bit overlapping. Okay, my opponent used up 4 villagers that turn. I mean, it was a good turn. It was just pretty expensive. What is the ramp up now? I would like... Okay, I think I want the diplomats. I think I'm done taking lackeys. Yeah, the diplomat. That's nice. Highway, highway. Lackeys. Yeah, no, we're drawing. We're using up these villagers. So 2 buys. I have a lot of money. So I can summon 2 things. Which means I could summon 2 highways for 2 more villages. Well, no, let's trash coppers. Did not find my goons, that's too bad, but I have 10. So summon. How many villagers did I use up there? 1, 2, 3, 4 villagers. And that was after summoning a highway? I think I need to summon the highway and summon the acting troop. This is not scaling as I wish it would. Okay, my opponent gets 2 bridges down after a highway, so 3 cost reduction. Anyway, the acting troop will help. And I think I have highways for 2. My opponent has a bridge. Summoning a diplomat is actually a pretty good move, since I have the goons. She's going to keep summoning bridges. Okay, she's got 3 bridges. Yeah, so piles, not quite a concern yet. Highways will get drained easily. She has 3 bridges, I have 1. And a goon, so I only have the 2 plus buys. Yeah, that's kind of bad. I didn't draw to my goons last turn, so buys a diplomat. So she has a diplomat in hand. We'll do both of those, doesn't matter the order. Oh yeah, if I have a priest, I guess it would have mattered. Highway, highway, highway. That's nice. We're going to use up these villagers. I want to get to my bridge. Oh, that is really too bad. So I'm going to use up all of the... No, I'm going to stop here. Well, you've got your diplomat. So I'm going to have 6 from the priests up to 9. Do I want 9? I kind of don't need all that money. I'm going to do one more summoning of highway, I think, and then... and then I want a bridge. Yeah, the diplomats are good. I also like the 5 highways I have. Makes it harder for my opponent to take more. Alright, so what is my opponent considering? Probably thinking about a priest or something. Oh, lackeys, yeah. Yeah, even despite those diplomats, my opponent has not quite had the village for this. The acting trip, of course, was clutch. I don't know how I'm going to do this. I have a summon, so I guess I just can't play any lackeys this turn. That's a little bit too bad. Let's see, so we have 2 coppers left, or 1 copper left in there. 2 bridges and a goons to play. It's just, yeah, it's hard to get the diplomat in when there's, when you can't summon it for actions. You have to summon a priest and a diplomat, but that's it's a bit of a dicey proposition at this point. Yeah, so despite the diplomat reaction, the goons still did prevent her from drawing deck. She's out of actions. Needs the acting troop, yeah. Now she could take the last 3 highways. Or a couple diplomats or something. Yeah, she's got quite a bit of cross direction. You don't have to make provinces 0. It's just nice to. Okay, so that bridge gives her 4, which is 5 buys. So I should not leave a 4 buy pile out. So yeah, diplomats are good. Highway, 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 highway. Bridge goons priest. Yeah, so she's got 6 cost reduction. Yeah, let me just do this. She gets to react with diplomat, that's nice, but still does mean she has to draw around. Okay. So we're looking at so what I say, I don't want to leave yeah, I think I'm just summoning something and then buying a couple more things. And I think that something needs to be an acting troop. But it's sad. Okay, I need more buy. I've got a bridge down there. I've got what? Bridge, priest, copper. Something. Maybe lackeys. So let's summon the acting troop. And yeah, I could use a diplomat and a bridge. Oh, it was, no, it wasn't on the highway. It was lackeys, yeah. Okay. I guess I could have summoned a priest. Yeah, the diplomat bridge thing. That's good. Drawing into that shuffle was interesting. If they were bad cards. So I took a bridge, which means I have a total of 3 bridge and a goon, so I have 4 buys. So I'm not in pile out range. If I need to reduce my hand size for Diplomat, then I can with the Priest quite easily. So I think I will play a Lackeys, assuming I don't just draw the... Well, whatever, I'll still play Lackeys. I've got a little bit of a point lead because of the goons. But I mean, this is all kind of moot if she can, like, take 5 provinces. That's all of her bridges and highways. So 5 provinces is in range. If she manages to priest twice, that uses all her villagers. I'd be a little afraid of that. Yeah, this has been a great game. It's pretty close, pretty intense. It's possible the goons was a mistake, given that it activates the diplomats, but I'm with all our villager play, I'm not sure we needed to worry about that so much, because bridging first, because you can, makes it easy to activate the diplomat. But I really should have started going out on diplomats sooner. My strategy has just been to play the highways because they're not stop cards like the bridge. But she's getting 5 buys here, and that's pretty strong. Okay, and she's getting the priest trashing. Oh, so she's still summoning. So she's still building. But she is getting province, okay. And yeah, because she would have been a bit short on actions next turn. But that does limit her to just 2 provinces. It's probably safe. Given that she's threatening 5. Given this diplomat. Yeah. Okay, I start with the highway. And yeah, we'll play the bridge for sure. Diplomat, highway. We'll play lackeys, highway. And 4 villagers. Can't play both priests if we play on. But we're also kind of dead if we don't. So I guess we're playing only one of the priests. Yeah. That's a highway on the bottom. Man, I've not liked my bottom decks. There's no win here, right? That's 5 buys. And even if I were to buy those cards, that's not enough points. I'll decide whether the priest is worth it. That filtering is also really nice. Discarded a bridge, that's good. If I priest... So if I just take 5 provinces, I don't need to play this priest. I'm also, like, killing myself for next turn, but, you know, I guess I still have a village. Is priesting a copper worth it? Using up a villager? Let me just take 5 provinces. Well then. Might not be able to finish the game. That's bad. But I think I needed to score big there, or otherwise she will. She played that pretty well. Oh, she resigns. Okay. Yeah, it's a lot of points. Okay, so I win that game as first player. That's good to make sure of. And now my opponent gets to go first. Okay. Might not have been over, but it was going to be hard for her to claw her way back. Okay. So here we are, game 2. I go second. It's a shelters game. There's good village. There's good draw. Multiple. Catacombs patrol. There's good. There's no good trashing unless you can't rebuild. Watchtower, rebuild Watchtower. That's trashing, yeah. And engineer. Orchard says get a lot of things, so I think that's just going to be what this is. Yeah, so like the settlers is going to matter-ish. Maybe not enough to open with. I think I want the engineer. Pageant is interesting. Yeah, okay, so no trashing, shelters. Tons of scoring with the orchard, so. Okay, so we want a bunch of workers' villages. We want Watchtower. Honestly, I would open Pageant Engineer from either position. Yeah. Well, I don't know. The good draw is all costing 5. The Conspirator is strong, especially with Workers' Village to gain. So let's just take Pageant. I guess Pageant helps us afford 5. That'd be nice. Maybe it should have been a silver or Watchtower, but I'm okay. Or double engineer, that's reasonable. Well, they can collide. And then let's be precise about this. 3 debt. Take the coffers. So my opponent's engineers likely collide, and they can't afford 5. That's a very good sign. Meanwhile, this is precisely why I didn't pay off all my debt, because I can now pay off 1 debt and save 1 more coffers, and then get a 5 next turn. Okay, now my opponent gets the coffers, so we're going to take the Workers' Village. We're not going to trash because it is a valuable card. I'll pay off 1 debt. Take the coffers. And this turn we can get... I think I want to draw a card. The Bandit Camp is interesting too. Patrol doesn't find shelters, does it? No, so Patrol doesn't seem very good at this point in the game. I think Catacombs. And of course I hope to draw it with the Workers' Village. So my opponent is turning in the Engineer for Workers' Village, takes the Settlers. Reasonable. I'm going to take the Catacombs. And this is sad, but at least I get to cycle. Oh, do you have the Watchtower? That'd be great. Well, not quite as great as playing it before the Workers' Village. Okay. So that would mean my next hand is 2 shelters and the Engineer. Let's discard that. Okay, draw the Engineer dead. That's okay, but I will take a bandit camp now. And unfortunately, 2 villages. Yeah, so I did have 2 villages to draw with the Catacombs. Now I have 3. Top decking Catacombs. Do you have a village in there? I guess you have 2 villages. Maybe you do. You have Necropolis. Well, you played Necropolis last turn. You gained the village last turn. So you don't have a village with that Catacombs. Not top decking the Engineer seems correct. Okay, that is a bit sad, but at this point, I think I do want another Engineer. There's a Workers' Village and a Catacombs and a Engineer in there. Or I could take a Watchtower. Yeah, I don't really like the Watchtower all that much. Settlers is a little bit meaningless, a little bit less because of the Catacombs. Let's just take the Engineer, and let's pay off 2 debt. Alright, sweet. Trashing Engineer again. More village. Okay, so you drew your Catacombs without your village. Okay, my opponent has picked up on the decision making there. Okay, so that's I think we discard that. Yes, because we have this bandit camp. And another Engineer in there. More Workers' Village. We're not going to trash it. I think I'm at the point where I want another draw card. I could also take 2 Settlers. Well, I guess I want 3 Settlers if I can do that. Let's take a Catacombs. Oh, this is lovely. Okay. I mean, this will happen in these games. Unless you have Watchtower to top deck good stuff every turn. Which is the thing it has going for it. This might be time for a second bandit camp. Workers' villages are not quite low enough for the city. Okay, my opponent has 4 workers' villages. I have 2. I have 2 Engineers, my opponent has 1, so I'm not worried about losing that. Oh yeah. You want to save a coffers. It's a lot of coffers. I'm not sure I want my coffers to get up so high. Okay, so yeah, let's take a second bandit camp. Workers Village Catacombs, that's what I like to see. Surely my opponent has enough money to afford a Catacombs now. Okay, so I have 2 workers' villages, 2 bandit camps, 2 catacombs, 2 engineers. I'm like 1 away in 4 of these categories, but obviously I'll get there. I would also like to get some conspirators and cities. Yeah, top deck that catacombs. There you go. Alright. Workers' Village, Catacombs. Those are good cards. Bandit Camp, Catacombs. Yeah, I think we don't want to cause the shuffle. And that's perfect for doing so. So we're going to take a Workers' Village for sure. I think I want to keep my engineers. I'm going to have 8, possibly 9 if I want it. Okay, yep, so that's 1 Workers' Village. I mean, probably I just want more Workers' Villages. I think I'm happy with that. I will play the spoils. Okay, so this could be a Settlers and my 3rd Catacombs. I think that's reasonable. The Settlers, let's drive that pile down. Well, to put that pressure on, so my opponent has to get 2 Settlers or yield those points. I've got Workers' Village split now. I've got 4 Workers' Villages, so they have a split 5-4. But are they out of engineers? No, they still have 1 engineer. Yeah, but I think 1 Settlers is fine. Okay, come on. Let's draw Catacombs. I've got 3 of them. Catacombs helps the Settlers out, yep. They've got 4 buys now, so they could finish off those Settlers if they want. I do think I'm happy that I have this extra payload from the 2 engineers and the bandit camp. 2 bandit camps. Maybe I should have gotten that city. I'll leave Workers' Village at 1, because I do have the 2 engineers. I might gain conspirators soon. Oh, top decking. Do you have another Workers' Village? Otherwise, that's quite bold. You can't even afford a Workers' Village Catacombs. You can't afford a couple Settlers. Do you know you have a Workers' Village on top? I guess you've seen all those cards. The Settlers won't be drawing. I guess unless the Catacombs discards. But okay, so 2-1 Settlers means I should aim to get those last Settlers if I have the actions for it. So now you have the Catacombs. Okay, we'll play these and see. Alright, find the Catacombs. Yeah, put those in hand. Play. We'll wait on the Settlers. Discard those. Settlers. Oh, okay, I've got a lot of spoils. And I've got 9, which could be Settlers Bustling or Settlers City. I think it should be Settlers City. Okay, so I've got a Catacombs in hand on top of the deck. And I have 4 Workers' Villages, so I definitely have one there. But I'm still not quite drawing because I'd like to draw around to the Engineer and spoils and stuff. Getting a lot of Engineers, so I do need more draw. It's a little bit aggressive to go for the Conspirator. I think I'll go for the Workers' Village. Yeah. Let's do that. I like keeping the Engineer. Piles, yeah, not quite low enough. Okay, let's use up my coffers and get City, Settlers for those points. I like the City over the Bustling Village. Okay, my opponent did manage to leave the card on top. And had Necropolis. Interesting. I guess, yeah, the Necropolis is something she would have known. Okay, so my points are Workers' Village, Settlers, Catacombs. My opponent will probably soon get the Conspirator points. I can pick up another Engineer for Engineer points, and pick up another Bandit Camp for Bandit Camp points. I'm going to have a lot of payload this shuffle because I have all those spoils that I didn't play, or that I skipped, so... Okay, so my opponent gets the Conspirator points. If I can, I want to get like at least 2 more cities. Cities are going to be good. In a sense, Bandit Camp is not draw, or sorry, is like, it's like Festival. You know, it's like a non-drawing card, because it produces the spoils. So I need extra draw to make up for that, but fortunately I should be able to afford that extra draw this turn with. Oh, my opponent can't even afford a city. Oh, that's great. I'm very happy about that. I don't know what she's using the coffers for. She wants a 4th Conspirator. Really bad. Interesting. So she doesn't have her Engineer anymore. Anyway, we'll have to see what happens this turn. Nice, nice. Okay, Catacombs. Let's discard that. Maybe it's greedy. Okay. Well, so it's villages. Yeah, we're not going to empty another pile, so the city is as good as it's going to get. But we are going to take 2 conspirators. Oh no, my opponent still has 1 engineer. And we're going to have enough for 2 cities, so that's good. I think we're at the point where we try. If I take 3 conspirators, that leaves 3 in the pile. My opponent can gain 2. Take 1 in all the catacombs. They don't have that payload for that. Also, that's not winning. So let's take 2 conspirators. And let's do it again. Or do I want to keep the payload? I think I'll keep the engineer. City. I'm not going to worry about what I have on top. I think there's a workers' village in the catacombs. Yeah. Take the coffers. Settlers. Oh, that's bad. A little too many spoils now. Well, I have more draw with the cities. And 1 fewer engineer. It's nice my opponent is able to activate the conspirators. Of course I'm going to play the settlers and just see what I draw. So I have cities, conspirators. I'm still 1 away from bandit camps and engineers. You're gaining another conspirator, aren't you? I feel ahead, but of course this is a very doubtable game. So we'll see. Okay, so you're done with that. Taking 2 conspirators and top decking them. So you must have more draw, right? I guess you at least have the watchtower. It's not the most efficient draw at this point, but yeah, the thing is, how are you going to score? Because you're 2 away from engineers, watchtowers. Oh, you are going to say you're done. Yeah, and top deck with watchtower. Top deck 2 cities, just do it. That's the thing to do. No point in messing around. I mean, I guess maybe city catacombs or city, well, not patrol. Patrol just to get to more. I don't know. At least 1 city. Maybe bustling village, although you won't be able to activate it this turn. Yeah, 2 cities, that seems right. Okay, so my opponent is now in pretty good position. That's a nice top deck. Alright, I find my bandit camp. Catacombs. Don't want those. Workers' village, city. Oh, oops, I messed that up. Oh well, I should have. Catacombs first. Yeah, I've got the actions, so let's take another catacombs. Is there a win somewhere? Conspirator and engineers cost a total of 16. 5 buys. This is 9. 13. I have 2. Okay, but I still need 1 more buy. So that's not a win. Unless I draw another workers' village. I think I can do better. Yes, okay, I think this will be a win. Yes, city. City. Workers' village. Okay, this is easily a win. Bandit camp, conspirator. Engineer for the last conspirator. No point in trashing, I guess. I mean, I'm just going to buy out the engineers. Or could I even buy out the cities? I could even buy out the cities. Okay, so I'll just do that. Whatever. That's faster. Don't need to worry about paying out the debt. Alright. Oh, I could have bought out the catacombs. Either way. Bustling villages, more points. Lots of options there. But, yeah. Okay, so that worked out. I'm up to nothing. I could go first for the next one. So let's close this out. Unfortunately, absolutely everyone is listening to xtruffles. I guess because I'm recording, so I can watch my perspective later. Let's see our starting splits. And this one seems fun. There's Wharf. Wharf, Coin of the Realm, Warehouse, Goons, Courtyard can top deck your horse traders if you want to do that. But yeah, it's just a Wharf, Coin of the Realm kind of engine. I suppose the Apothecary can do well with the Warehouse and such, and the lack of copper trashing. Apothecary Vassal is also a little bit of a thing. But is that enough to say we shouldn't just open? I mean, I suppose I could open. So yeah, Goons is also important. We're going to need a lot of Coins of the Realm. That's going to be a big split to worry about. If I just think... I think I want Potion Warehouse, because I think the Apothecary is going to be important enough draw. Yeah, there's colonies. We're going to try to not rely on too many wharves. Maybe a pair of wharves. The rest of the actions go to Goons. So yeah, let's go Potion Warehouse. You could also do Wharf Money here, but I think the Goons and the colony say otherwise. 2/5 is definitely like a Coin of the Realm, or maybe a Delve. Delve Wharf. Yeah, the tough thing about my situation of opening Potion is that I'm probably not going to be able to get that plus buy too soon. Okay, 3/4. Never mind. Yeah, that's Warehouse for me as well. Alright, so hopefully we draw 3 estates and discard them. Because we're just going to get the Apothecary this turn. My opponent mirrors. That's... Oh, that is a little unfortunate. But we'll just get the Apothecary. And that's, I think at this point, Delve. Man, I drew one more. I think I wait to pick up the Coins of the Realm until I have Wharves. Or Goons. The plus buy. My opponent does not find their potion though, so that's good. Oh, I could get a beggar and just flood my deck with coppers for the Apothecary. Second Warehouse is reasonable. I mean, you don't really need Delve to hit 5. But I'd like to... Yeah, let's not waste a buy. I get the Apothecary. I'm going to start with Apothecary. Top deck's Coin of the Realm. And I again have 2 estates bottom decked. Yeah, I think this is just Goons. Wharf is reasonable too. I want plus buy. let's do the wharf, given that I have the coin of the realm. Man, man, why am I getting these bad turns? This will just be a coin of the realm though. Double warehouse, ouch. Well, you find your apothecary. You should at least. Oh wow, that's pretty unfortunate draws for my opponent. I'm getting some weird draws, but they're not unfortunate. Yeah, so we start with the apothecary. It's a pretty good apothecary. Top deck's estate. Warehouse. Yeah, so we'll just discard the estates. Finally, we get to get those out of the way. Okay, so 7 potion. I think second wharf. Do I just keep on going on these coins of the realm? No, second apothecary's got to be worth it. Oh, come on, wharf. Yeah, I'm not going to always have these nice turns like I had that turn. It took a 2-coin turn the previous turn to make that happen. My opponent's still searching with the warehouses. And still not finding wharf or apothecary. That is pretty unfortunate. This should be apothecary though. Okay, apothecary. Yeah, that'll be fine. I'm just gonna draw them. So I'd rather have the wharf with a warehouse on top. Although I suppose I could. How much am I gonna draw? It's gonna be my 7 copper, 7 potion. Do I even have another coin? No. I could use a little more money to get to the goons. I'll just call it and get the goons here. Top deck's a warehouse anyway. That's nice. So I am intentionally avoiding the delve now. I feel like that's my best. Ouch! Wharf draws 2, but we gotta have a, yeah, you have a coin. Call it. It's worth it. So I called my coin. So I have 1 coin down there. Where do we go from here? So we've got the goons. I guess we want a second goons and we want more apothecaries. Maybe a second warehouse. And really just a lot of coins. That's pretty good, but you do only have that 1 wharf, so. Yeah, that seems the right purchases for my opponent. Okay, I think we actually start with the wharf. Because I know I want to play my call coin. And this is not going to cause a trigger. Second apothecary might, but I'll just top deck. Okay, so I don't get to get my other coin down. So that's unfortunate. So that means I won't have another coin for this turn. Anyway, so we take. I do have a wharf. This could be warehouse double coin. I'm gonna have a lot of coins in my deck. Yeah, it's a little bit unbalanced like that. but it'll be okay. It's not a very strong apothecary. My opponent's getting pretty bad luck this game. Yeah, so I said this pair of dwarves is probably enough. At least I hope so. We might need another pair if my opponent goes goons soon. This turn I think I'm skipping goons in favor of dwarf if I am so lucky as to draw them. Where does this go from here? Okay, my opponent can't get goons. That's very nice for me. They take third dwarf. Interesting. Or, yeah, third dwarf. Apothecary. And that's a weak apothecary. Okay. But I do get to afford... I do get a coin down. So... I think the coin split is going to be pretty important, so I'm just going to take out the coin and apothecary. I guess that could be a courtyard. Courtyard could be valuable here. All of our apothecaries is about to become quite worse. Quite a bit worse. So, yeah. If I somehow draw well enough to be able to afford 2 more dwarves, I might be happy with that. Courtyard does not help the apothecary. Vassal becomes reasonable. I'm gonna have, if I draw, I'm gonna be able to see 2 dwarves and goons, and so I'll call my 1 coin to be able to get those. I think, given what I have down there, I probably don't want... Well, there's a dwarf too. 2 coppers potion, 3 coppers potion. Probably don't want to cause the shuffle if I can avoid it. Oh, that's the ideal with the apothecary. The warehouse helps set it up. Okay, now my opponent gets a goons, I assume. But they might want a third apothecary, and another dwarf. Now they get their goons, yeah. Okay. Did they play 3 dwarves that turn? They played all of their dwarves that turn. Okay, so they're gonna have a very strong turn coming up. I think I'm discarding coins. Or a coin. I think I just want those last 3 coins. I'm going a bit overboard, but it does let you build up to more goons. And dwarves offset is fine by me, so... Okay, so coins. I got 1. 2 to 1, 2 to 2, 4 to 2, 5 to 2, 8 to 2. Okay, that's a good sign. I think I discard potion. Over copper. Yeah, let's try that. So now you get what, like platinum? I mean, the problem for my opponent, of course, is that they only have the 2 coins and they've got 3 wharves. I can now stock up on some courtyards. Okay, so 8 coins means I get 9 terminal actions per turn. So I can get more wharves and courtyards and all that. Yeah, the platinum makes sense. Okay, we'll start with Apothecary. That's a good Apothecary. Let's see what we can draw. Okay. We're gonna play the wharf, call the coin. It's not a great top deck, no matter what, but I'd rather have coins in hand. And on the mat, really. Okay, so all these coins mean I can get, I think, another Goons. Okay, I got my other wharf in play. Another Goons and 2 more courtyards. So if my opponent draws, then I will discard the estates. Oh, okay. She's had enough. Yeah, 8 coins to 2 is a very strong split, and I'm happy the way that turned out for me. So, let's turn Spec Chat on and see what people have to say. So we advance, and I will be playing Warfrat probably tomorrow. We'll see when he's available. So we're still alive in this tournament. We got Warfrat, and we've got Seprix coming up after that, and then a winner of another match. So we've got to win it all out to have a chance here. So let's see how this goes. Thanks for watching.